What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be telling you all the attractions, water slides, water rides at Noah's Ark Water Park in Wisconsin Dells, Wisconsin. Now, I've been to Noah's Ark many times, so yeah, I have a detailed review on most of these. I'll be doing water park reviews coming in the future in the channel, so stay tuned for those. But yeah, so I've been to Noah's Ark 2 times, actually maybe 3. This will be my 4th time this summer. So I know Noah's Ark pretty well. So I know all these slides. I've gone on almost all of them. So yeah. And you guys probably clicked on this video and probably like, what are you doing making water park videos in this channel? Well, I mentioned that in a different video. I said I will be doing amusement park, water park content on this channel. So yeah, the water park content has finally arrived. Let's get right into today's video. Okay, so first up we have Surfing Safari, which is their wave rider. You have to be 48 inches tall to ride it, and it has a thrill level of 4. The surf's always up. Test your skill with a bodyboard and ride on the surging water. Thousands of gallons of water churn underneath you, creating ocean-worthy waves at a high tide of thrills. You're in for one righteous rush. Next up is Raja, which is Noah's Ark's King Cobra slide. The world's largest king cobra employs a unique design to create one of the most thrilling water slide experiences in the world. Riders will race side by side on tubes from 6 stories up, along more than 335 feet of twists and turns, and speeds up to 32 miles per hour, with a final of a sudden 37-foot plunge into the mouth of the massive king cobra. You have to be 40 inches tall to ride this one. It has a thrill level of 5. And I can assure you guys, this is not as thrilling as they say it is. It's probably the least thrilling water slide in the park, excluding all the kiddie slides and tube slide, normal tube body slides, yeah. Next up is another attraction, which is their mini golf called Safari Mini Golf. Grab your gear because we're going on an 18-hole safari through the uncharted territory nestled between the design of Raja, which is King Cobra slide, and the Force of Flash Flood, which is their shoot the shoots ride. We will get into that later. And Safari Mini Golf lets you escape the sun and spray to explore your inner golf pro. There's no height limit for this. It has a thrill level of 2. Next up is my favorite water slide in the park, and that is Black Anaconda. This is the park's water coaster. So it's just like Tsunami Surge at Six Flags Great America, which is up in the summer but older. At over 1/4 mile long, Black Anaconda is America's most thrilling water coaster. Stare pure terror into the eye before the Black Anaconda swallows you whole, sending you spiraling down at 30 miles per hour. Then defy gravity as rushing waters push you up the creature's 6 humps and wraps you in its dark coils. You have to be 40 inches tall to ride it, and it has a thrill level of 5. Next up is Scorpion's Tail, which is their floor drop slide or capsule slide or however you want to call it. This one has a loop on it. 10 stories high, 400 feet long, and an intail drop that sends you plummeting down at more than 50 feet per second. America's first nearly vertical water slide loop. Meet the Scorpion's Tail. This one has a thrill level of 5. You have to be 40 inches tall to ride it. Next up is one of their water areas, and that is Paradise Lagoon. 2 lily pad walks, 2 zip lines, 3 cannonball chutes, 2 body slides, and a jumping rock. A shallow swim area. Yep, there's a whole lot to do in just one pool area. That's why we call it paradise. Oh, and did we mention it's heated? In my opinion, I do not think this is heated, as I've been in it, and the water is pretty cold. I don't know if they didn't have the heater on that day, but it's definitely not heated. You need no height limit for this one, and you have to be a good swimmer only because some parts it gets very deep, and it's to a level of 3. Next up is Time Warp, which is the tornado toilet bowl ride, however you want to call it. Prepare to slide through the portal into the world's first behemoth bull ride. This thrilling water ride that throws time for a loop, wave goodbye to the present as your 4-person raft sets off into the great unknown, then plunges into the warp at hyperspeed and takes down a wild spin through time and space. 42 inches tall, 42 inches tall ride at thrill level of 5. Next up is Big Kahuna, which is their wave pool. In the Midwest, it's not easy to get to the ocean, so we brought the ocean to the Midwest. In the Big Kahuna wave pool, your body can surf ocean-sized waves, peaking every 10 minutes. Tubes are also available for those who prefer to soak in the rays as well as the waves. Children under 40 inches must be accompanied by an adult. Life jackets are required for anyone 48 inches or shorter. And the water depth goes from 0 feet to 7 feet. Next up is Quadzilla. This is the park's mat racing slide. Quadzilla is a 4-lane Need for Speed head first mat racing ride that accelerates riders through enclosed, braided, and twisting tunnels. Riders crest over a vertical curve, humps, feeling weightlessness, and gaining even more speed before coming to a smooth, gentle step at the finish line. 42 inches tall ride at thrill level of 4. Next up is Adventure River, which is the park's lazy river. This is life, drifting gently along on an inner tube, soaking in the warm sunshine, but don't get too comfortable. There's no telling you when you encounter a pesky grater or cascading waterfall along your journey. Enjoy the trip alone in a single-person raft or experience it together on a double tube. All riders must be on a tube when in the lazy river. It's to a level of 2, no height limit. Next up is Flash Flood, which is the park's shoot-to-shoots ride. Even wonder what it would be like to go over Niagara Falls with 20 of your closest friends? Flash Flood will send you and your friends over the edge and plummeting down into the water below, creating a behemoth wave that strays out in all directions. Don't forget to watch it again from the bridge. It's a great way to soak it all in. Must be at least 40 inches tall to ride alone, or 36 if riding with an adult. Thrill level of 3. Next up is Cowabunga. I love the name, Cowabunga. Grab your friends or family, pile into a 4-person circular raft, and hang on tight. Cowabunga sends you all plummeting down more than 500 feet over 3 stomach-dropping humps. At least you'll all feel a lot closer by the time you reach the bottom. You have to be 43 inches tall to ride, and it's level 4. Next up is another great water slide, which is Flying Gecko. A ride your whole group or family could go on together. Take a ride on the Flying Gecko. Set off on a 4-person raft into total darkness, flying around twists and turns. Don't be afraid to scream all you want. No one will be able to see you. Next up is the only water slide I have not been on here, Black Thunder, which is it's a tube slide. If a water slide with mind-bending twists and turns have you a little concerned, don't worry, you won't even see them coming inside the total darkness of Black Thunder. Of course, that's the fun. Choose from 4 different slides, including the Twin Twisters and Witch's Clutch. To be 40 inches tall, the ride is thrill level of 4. Next up is Stingray. This ride may look gentle, but there's a reason it's constantly ranked one of the scariest rides in the water park. As the only double slide of its kind in the country, you can choose to ride single or double facing your partner so you can watch each other scream. Next up is the point of no return. By the time you realize what you're really in for, it's already too late. The point of no return offers a jaw-dropping, hair-raising, nearly vertical plunge that literally blurs the line between thrill and pure terror. Yeah, it's that good. Next up is Congo Bongo. Congo Bongo. Round up the family and set out for an adventure on your 5-person raft. Do your best to hide and look of the surprise when you go backwards into a hard turn in the rapids. With more than 700 feet of twists and turns, Congo Bongo offers an unforgettable ride for the whole family. And then you have the Bermuda Triangle, which is a typical tube slide. Thrill level of 2. Then you have the park's second lazy river, the Endless River. Thrill level of 1. Then you have Tadpole Bay, which is the area with the big bucket and stuff and the mini slides. Then you have Toucan Twisters, which is another kiddie area, or kiddie slides. Then you have the Big Kahuna kiddie area, which is a kiddie area in the wave pool, the shallow area. Then you have the Endless River kiddie area, which is a kiddie area right next to the Endless River. Then at the bottom of Stingray, you have Jumping Waters, which is a splash pad. That's all the water slides and attractions at Noah's Ark. If you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. We'll be doing many other water parks in the future, so stay tuned. I'll see you next time. Bye.